The moment where I came to realization that Ben Shapiro is afraid of Nick Fuentes and Kyle Kulinsky is this moment. This moment. So 7 months ago,
Hey,
November 3rd, 2025, Ben Shapiro did a 41-minute video responding to Nick Fuentes with no ad reads. This is when I realized he was afraid of Nick Fuentes. As for Kyle Kulinksy, the moment I realized that Shapiro was afraid of Kyle Kulinksy was this moment. So January 8th, 2019 was when Kyle Kulinski posted a screenshot of Ben Shapiro saying enemy civilian casualty okay by me. So back in 2000, um, Ben Shapiro wrote this disgusting article on why the Iraq War was right for America. So that was in July 25th, 2002. Oh, shoot. And then Ben Shapiro responded to Kyle Kulinski, so glad you found a column I wrote when I was 18 and have routinely and constantly disowned. So this is like the link where Ben Shapiro disowned um, his view on the Iraq War, and Kyle Kulinski responded to him, genuinely glad you're no longer okay with death of innocent civilian. But while we're on the topic of immorality and regret, why is this one missing from your list? So this is what, so this was the only time they really had like an interaction. So these are the two moments, this and that I realized Ben Shapiro is afraid of Nick Fuentes and Kyle Kulinski. Ben Shapiro is not afraid of Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian, Destiny, Asan Piker, Jimmy Dore, David Pacman. He's not afraid of any of them, but he's afraid of Kyle Kulinski. And then on the right, he's afraid of Nick Fuentes. He's not afraid of any right winger. He's only afraid of Nick Fuentes. No, no, no. The only right winger he's afraid of is Nick Fuentes. And that's why he did that 41-minute video about Nick Fuentes, where he did not do any ad read. Because Ben Shapiro, in almost all of his video, whether it's like 11 minutes long, 30 to 40 minutes long, he doesn't ad read. But in that Nick Fuentes interview, and in that Nick Fuentes video where he reacted to Tucker Carlson glazing Nick Fuentes, he did not do a head read because he was terrified of him. Because he's terrified of him. And I don't really care about Ben Shapiro debating Kyle Kulinski. When I look at his other co-hosts like Matt Walsh and Michael Knowles, I know they're not afraid of Kyle Kulinski. Like I remember when Kyle Kulinski in 2021 did a response video to Matt Walsh. Um, Kyle Kulinski video was very weak. He had a very bad response to Matt Walsh um, tweet about masking. So here again, Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh, Kyle Kulinsky, weak response to my tweet. So this was like 6 years ago. No, 6 or 5 years ago. Kyle Kulinsky, weak response. Matt Walsh is not afraid of Kyle Kulinsky. He responded to Kyle Kulinsky videos about him. And Matt Walsh actually dunked on him. And Kyle Kulinski went silent and did not make a video about Matt Walsh for like a year until 2022, where he reacted to Matt Walsh take about arranged marriage. So here. So Kyle Kulinski did not make a Matt Walsh video until January 2022. So Matt Walsh did a response video to Kyle Kulinski on May 2021, and Kyle Kulinski did not make a Matt Walsh video until January 2022. But
today, the focus of our
Matt Walsh dunked on Kyle Kulinski on that video because that response was weak. And I agree with that title.
Let's continue. An incredulous voice. That doesn't count as an argument. Raising your eyebrows and restating what I said in a mocking tone is not a rebuttal. A parrot could literally do that. A bird could do that. Just without the eyebrows, I suppose. But let's see if Kyle gets around to actually making an argument of some kind at some point. So let's continue.
You shouldn't be offended. If somebody's outside and they're not wearing a mask, that's fine. They don't need to.
Yeah, okay, so you know what? It doesn't matter. So Matt Walsh is not afraid of Kyle Kulinski, and Michael Knowles are not afraid of Kyle Kulinski. The one who's afraid of Kyle Kulinski is Ben Shapiro. And I don't care what anybody say. He's afraid of Kyle Kulinski. So if I were to give y'all a pop quiz and I say, who is Ben Shapiro? Who is the lefty political commentator Ben Shapiro is afraid on the left? And that person is Kyle Kulinski. Who is the right-wing political commentator Ben Shapiro is afraid on the right? And that answer is Nick Fuentes. Okay, that's pretty much it.